The Royal Challengers Bangalore 0 of 5, and the Delhi Capitals, the newly christened Delhi Capitals, have just managed 2 wins out of 5, and they'll also be desperate to turn around their recent fortunes. Let's talk about that game first. It's going to be from the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Just like for Alzarri Joseph, it can only go downwards. For the Royal Challengers, it can really only go upwards.
They've got to get a win. You know, they were close the other night, just couldn't kind of nail those last few overs with the ball in hand. I'll be interested to see how the bowlers react, because Virat gave them a bit of a volley, rightfully so, because they didn't produce any magic. When you're defending that kind of total, 50 odd off 3, you've got to be able to put the game to bed. And all right, Dre Russ got hold of them, and he gets hold of many, but you've still got to be able to close out the game. I've got a feeling they might win tomorrow. I've got a feeling they might get 1 out of 6. That's what I predict tomorrow night. I think Virat's in the runs. He moved up to number 2. I like that. AB's in form. But they'll need more than just a partnership of those 2 great players. They'll need more of a team collective. I'll be interested to see how they arrive as a team, because they just look a little bit disjointed to me.
Yeah, let's quickly have a look at the team actually and see if we could possibly get some changes in there, because I know you don't really want to tinker too much. Virat's the kind of captain who doesn't, but I think his hand has been forced now.
His hand has been forced, but the point is it's only for literally 48 hours since they last played. So it's a really quick turnaround for them. In many ways it's good, because if you lose, you really want to move on to your next game as fast as possible and put this behind you. The only thing I can look at is that if they're looking at batsmen, I don't think Hetme has done anything enough to get in there. Stoinis is there. I would still love to see Washington Sundar in the mix, because he's a very capable player, and he's also capable of batting up front. You could play him in, get out, take out even a Parthiv Patel, have Akshdeep Nath keep. There are many options out there, and I think you need some power. Parthiv's been among the runs, so they can't do anything to him, but yeah.
I think Tim Southey will be struggling.
Yeah.
I think they may replace him with Nathan Coulter-Nile. I think they might
He's
go.
not, but Coulter-Nile's not here.
Not available till the 23rd, so they won't be replacing him.
But what they could do is put in an Umesh Yadav and swap him around and maybe give a Grandhome a game. They could do that, because they'll need another fast bowler. The thing about it is, the Delhi team who bat, they like pace on the ball. So you'd be wondering whether it makes sense for them to play a lot of fast bowlers, because if you look at 3 of Delhi's top 4, Shreyas Iyer, Prithvi Shaw, Rishabh Pant, and even Ingram, all of them like the ball to come on. This is their kind of pitch. So something like an Umesh Yadav, also Navdeep Saini, plays to their strengths. So maybe they'd like to take pace off the ball, maybe get another spinner.
Yeah, I think the RCB need to trust.
Question mark on Siraj?
If Siraj after that can still be in the team, be in the 11 this time, Virat Kohli is a more forgiving man than I think.
Yeah, well, he needs to trust spin more. I think he's got to just trust his spinners. His spinners, Niggy was fantastic. Didn't get to bowl to Andre Russell, I don't know why. Chahal's exceptional. That he's going to get you wickets. Moeen Ali bowls good off spin. I'd trust my spinners a little bit more than the RCB team have done so far in the tournament.
I was having a chat on Twitter with someone when the whole Siraj over was happening and the game was in the balance, and already he had been hit a bit, and we were wondering, well, he was an RCB fan, he was saying we need to toss Siraj out for the next game, and I replied by saying he's tossed himself out this game itself, halfway through an over, so I don't know how he's going to make it to the next game.
Also, if you look at it, you have, with somebody like Moeen Ali, you have so many left-handed batsmen out there, and with 3 left-handed batsmen in your top 5, Moeen Ali would be really useful. You need to give him the ball, and Moeen Ali is in the team and not bowling. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Delhi side, on the other hand, they'll be the visiting team, also desperate to try and put some more points on the board. Bangalore, of course, don't have any at the moment, and again, they started looking good, looking like they've got a new combination with a new name, but somehow those collapses, that one particular collapse really was inexplicable. I mean, everyone's talking about it as much as they'll talk about the Ray Russells and of course now Alzarri Joseph, but how do they turn that around, especially mentally? Because they've got some very experienced coaching staff, to say the least.
They just have to win. It's one of those things. It's very difficult to say. You can say all you want to, but just luck needs to favour them a little. They need to tell themselves, and you see what happens is, against a team who's absolutely down and out, So RCB has nothing to lose. So the RCB dressing room will be very relaxed before this match because they'll say they'll go kamikaze. We have nothing to lose. Delhi's on the cusp of a season. It's 2 and 3, somewhere in the middle. They lose one more, they're starting to, the contenders are starting to run away from them. So Delhi has far more to lose in this match in that sense. And I think they'll be tighter. So it's really important, what the kind of a mental game Ponting and all does with them. And because they're a young team, they're not a very experienced team. 4 of their top batsmen, only Dhawan and Colin Ingram are experienced out there. The rest of them are young bloods, waiting to run in. So yeah,
I think it needs a Shikhar Dhawan performance, because there is a lot of youth in that team, and the loss to Kings will affect a younger team because when you collapse and everyone's still talking about it, it does affect you. So you need your senior players to stand up. And Shikhar Dhawan, he's kind of looked okay, but he now needs to go on. It'll be a great wicket for him tomorrow evening, and he's got to really stand tall and say, okay, juniors, you come and play your game. You're in the side to play your natural game. We're going to expect a little bit of inconsistency. You need consistency from your senior player, and he's got to step up tomorrow night.